Bienvenidos, mi nombre es Angie Salazar para Rock FM, ellos son The Neighborhood. Welcome guys, Jesse, Jeremy, Zach, Mikey and Brandon son los integrantes de la banda The Neighborhood. Ellos son de California y están aquí en el Río 70 para presentarse esta noche aquí en Monterrey. Así que, welcome guys, thank you very much for doing this. And when did you guys get here?
Today.
Yeah, this morning.
Today, just this morning, so
Yes.
you've been hours here. So how did you go in Mexico City?
Awesome.
That was
Awesome.
crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Did you have fun there?
Yeah, so much fun.
First time you played there, right?
Yeah,
I imagine, yeah.
if
Should
we
be
could have
fun.
stayed longer, we would have. But you know,
Did you get to know a little bit the city, or
A little bit.
what did you guys do?
Eat.
yeah,
Eat.
Yeah.
What kind
Pretty
of food did you
tacos,
eat?
so many tacos.
Yeah, it was tacos.
Yeah.
It
All
You're
I've had
asking
is
from-
tacos for
was delicious though. It
72
was
hours,
good though.
yeah.
It was so bomb.
I could get some more of me right
I'm ready for
Yeah,
more,
we got a lot to offer too. We're not that
They
big
told
of
me
a
this was a
city.
taco.
You could put some salsa and maybe
Chorizo, maybe.
some avocado.
Yeah,
That would be
exactly.
Well, welcome again. So, how do you like this venue? It's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's a
really
weird
fun. It's
one.
really sick.
Yeah, my parents when they used to date, they came here to watch a movie. So it's been here for ages. That was in '73.
Wow.
So
super
this
sick.
is still standing and running, and it's kind of a copy of Cinerama in California.
Uh-huh.
Have you been to that?
Yeah.
No, Arclight, right?
Cinerama.
No,
It's in
Cinerama.
Hollywood, I think so. I've never been.
It's not
It's
the dome.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's like a dome. It's,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a version of that.
Yeah, no, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it. Yeah.
Cool. So there are fans out there. Did you see them?
Yeah.
They're ready to
You
go.
got a really strong fan base. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's,
Insane.
You're sold out tonight, and you were sold out in Mexico City. That's really, really cool. So congratulations on
Thank
that. The
Thank
first
you.
time I listened to you guys, I was up in Austin, Texas. I was driving with a friend, and I listened to Sweater Weather, and I instantly fell in love with
Fuck
your
yeah.
voice and your sound. So, did you expect that Sweater Weather was going to be as successful as it was?
I don't think so.
When we made it, no, we were just having fun.
Yeah.
Cool. That's how the best things happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
pretty
don't
much.
plan them.
It's nuts.
What part of the process do you prefer or like the most? Like doing, creating the music and or playing at live shows?
I like all of it.
All of
Yeah.
them.
Honestly, both. Like
You need a good
a
balance.
balance of both is great.
It's like you want to do the other when you're doing the other one.
Yeah.
It's like when you're like making music, you want to play it live. Then when you're like touring, you're like, I'm back to go. Like, making music sounds
Yeah.
better.
Yin yang.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay. I love the fact that you only use black and white in everything. Everything I found about you, photos, merch, everything is black and white. I really love dressing in black and white too. So how
It's
do
good
you?
stuff.
Yeah, I love it. It's the best combination.
It's solid, yeah.
Mhm.
Can't go wrong.
Exactly. So how did you decide this visual part? Do you do it yourself? Do you think about it, or do you talk to someone professional or a friend who's a designer or that kind of stuff?
It all just started like when the band started. It kind of was just like part of the package. Like we were making the music, and then kind of put the black and white thing to it, and the logo, and the whole aesthetic kind of like put us in our little world. I think. So yeah, it was just all on us, and then we kind of like stuck with it. And now we have a creative director. His name is Adam Alisi. He's doing like all of our like the stuff you've seen on our Instagram or any like cover art or poster kind of stuff you've seen in the past like year pretty much now. Has
Okay.
been Adam kind of taking the reins. He
Okay,
rips. He's great. So yeah.
cool. And do you ever talk about introducing any color in the future?
Yeah. Well.
Wait,
We just-
I see you got the single art right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's some red on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Black and white,
the
not all
glitters.
Yeah. So that's
That's a color there.
That's the first
Possibly,
step.
possibly a look towards the future.
Okay, cool. So what's next for the neighborhood? I know you've got some the Latin Lolas coming next year,
Mhm.
the Lollapaloozas. But after that, what are you guys planning to do?
kind of just this more of the same shit, you know, more music and more touring and trying to keep that healthy balance of all of it. But a lot of music because we just have a lot of stuff that we've written that we're just excited to show
Can't wait
people.
to
Yeah,
to
yeah.
record it.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for like all of it to come out. It's rad. It's good stuff. Best stuff we've done. I
Absolutely,
feel like so.
Cool. So now other random questions. How do you feel about the invisible music, like all the streaming services that are so strong? like it's technology is really good, but at the same time, sometimes you just listen to playlists and you don't get to know the artist or the band. So how do you feel about this invisible thing? You just put Spotify or Apple or whatever, and you don't go into investigate who are them, or you just kind of know the music.
I'm pretty down.
I
I mean, yeah,
It's
I
like-
think it's cool. It's
So
accessible
like
to
there's-
everyone.
Yeah, it's cool, but yeah, again, like people won't be able to like discover like albums and like listen front to back and like fall in love with like
Mhm.
the whole thing. It's more about like
Singles.
just the really good song or the pop.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're into the band enough, like all you have to do is just literally click like one button, and it takes you to the whole
No,
discography.
totally.
So it's
Yeah,
like
but I've
it's
been
all
like
it's
that
all it's like,
forever.
it's at your fingertips. So I think it just depends on
there.
what kind of listener you are.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
everything's like there for you. So it's
Whenever
like,
I find a song or something I like of someone,
I always go.
I'm
with
the
band.
first one to go check out. Yeah, like an
For
album
sure.
because like I want to see what the whole thing is. But I think a lot of consumers, music consumers, are that they're consumers. So
Yeah.
they're not like they're just taking in whatever is like pleasing them at the moment. So like having the variety of a bunch of different artists on one playlist sounds pretty enticing. It's like going to a buffet and you get to have any type of food you want and
Totally.
pick your favorite one and leave the other ones behind. So I get it. Like
Yeah, and I think they're like the patience. It's on the I don't know the younger people. It's not there. The patience. You want right here, right now, the music, and I want to like it in the second you play or you hit play, right?
yeah.
So I don't know. I just came from the concert, Arcade Fire concert in Guadalajara.
Oh, sweet.
It was amazing, and all of their music, like the last album, is about that everything now and.
Yeah.
Watching you to the mirror and the feedback and all this stuff we're living, technology is amazing, but at the same time, there's some bittersweet of
Oh, it's
in
overwhelming.
the music.
It's
Yeah,
overwhelming and it's what's it called? Makes you feel claustrophobic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very
You know what I mean?
claustrophobic, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, there's so much noise going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you gotta pay attention to the noise you want, right?
And you kind of gotta make a point or like do something enough for someone to pay attention. It's about once you have the attention, what are you gonna do with it, and how are you gonna like keep the moment going? I think that's like. I
Yeah,
think about
totally.
the shit all the time. Like what you're saying, like all the fucking time. It's like
Yeah.
it consumes more than I'd like to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel that vinyl albums are back in business? Like we have technology, but at the same time, people are
Fucking
buying.
weird.
Yeah, exactly. It's so weird. Like
Well, it's just how everyone's like. I feel like our culture now is like we're so like post everything that's already happened that we like old stuff again. Like, especially music too. Everything sounds like
back to basics.
Yeah, it's like back to basic. Well, like music now, like 80s stuff, sitting like shows like Stranger Things, like 80s stuff, and of course, like we want to listen to music like on our iPhones. We also want to have like records, so we feel like retro.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I
It's
know.
super weird.
Your new song, Scary Love.
Uh-huh.
I felt like an 80s vibe on it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. I feel like after Stranger Things, also in Arcade Fire, the Put Your Money on Me song also has that 80s vibe. I think like old things, old music, old like 80s vibe is coming back.
Arpeggiators, they're in. They're back.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of people say rock music is dead. What do you feel or think about this?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think everybody's trying to make pop now. No matter who you are. I think like if you're striving for like actually having it depends. I think that's something that we collectively have always kind of been going for. But things get, categorized into subgenres a lot. But if you're trying to succeed, like if you're trying to be on a chart or something or like have a hit song, it's fucking pop. Like it doesn't matter if like it's, you know what I mean? But as far as like rock music, it just sounds so corny to say. I feel like,
Yeah.
rock and roll, man. It just doesn't. I don't know. It just it has a weird taste now. It doesn't feel like it's like
They get used
to
to
me. I guess I don't know.
It sounds like rebellious and cool as it used to be because it kind of got just like commercialized to a point where it's like beaten over the head to death. And I was like, oh, this is not actually.
Rock and roll's an attitude. Like
Yeah.
most hip hop is rock and roll at this point in time because
Totally.
of like the attitude that it's taken on.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
rock and roll isn't about. I don't think like guitars and drums, man. A lead singer just shredding the vocal. I don't
Yeah.
think it's about that shit.
No,
It's
totally.
about like.
So
It's attitude, yeah.
I feel like the attitude is like being a rock star, right? You can be pop, you can be country, you can be whatever. You're a rock star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the attitude.
Yeah.
I think that there's not many rock stars left. I think there's pop stars, but as far as like rock stars go, I think that's why the genre is failing. If there were people pushing that genre in the right direction, at least from my understanding,
Yeah.
I think that's why the genre is failing.
Okay. What band or artists have you been listening to lately?
Pete Holmes podcast with Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
With Dana Carvey?
Yeah, it's fucking great.
I haven't heard. I'm gonna
It's really
check
good.
that out. Yeah. Who do you think will win the best alternative album at the Grammys? LCD Sound System, Arcade Fire, Gorillaz, Father John Misty, or The National?
Father
Who do you
Father
think
John
should-
Misty,
Who do I?
or what was the second one?
LCD sound system.
Either one of
LCD,
those.
Arcade Fire, Gorillaz, Father, and The National.
Who do,
I
who
don't
do
know.
I
If-
pick?
I only heard two of
If
them.
Gorilla's plan worked, then Gorillas.
Yeah.
Okay.
If their marketing plan worked, which it might have. I think
Yeah.
they had the most. I mean, I've seen their shit more than anybody
I've never
else.
seen
But
it.
if they're gonna do like the usual thing where they just like grandfather someone in, probably the National.
Or the Arcade
Or-
Fire. Or Arcade Fire.
Arcade Fire has won it before, which is really sick, and
Yeah.
that was like a sick moment too. Great
Yeah, and
album.
they deserved that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The LCD sound system album's really good though, and like
Yeah,
I didn't-
those-
I also haven't listened to
Dude,
it.
Father John's album was sick.
Yeah, totally.
Arcade Fire tweeted that they think LCDs should
Should win.
Yeah.
That's tight.
Well,
Yeah.
that's it. Thank you very much. Congratulations
Yeah, thank
on
you.
your
Thank
sold
you.
out. Good luck. Have fun tonight.